Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Age and Competition Adda. In this lecture, we will discuss some important problems on number series which are of the type wrong one out type. Okay, so before starting the discussion, I would like to tell you for the benefit of our students, we have created a website which is education-adda.com. Link of this website is also available in the description box of the video. So what are the materials that you will get on our website? Previous year questions of different examinations will be available. Topic wise video lectures you will get, important problems you will get, and after some time you will get also test series for different exams. Okay friends, so coming back to the lecture 3. In this series, what we have to do, we have to find the term which is not correct, okay, which is not suitable as per the logic for the series. Okay, so we need to find that term which is the wrong term. So randomly we don't need to apply the logic. What we do, first we need to see whether our series is increasing type, decreasing type, or it is a mixed series, that is the combination of two or more series. Okay, so first we need to identify the type of series, then we need to check whether the succeeding terms are increasing rapidly or it is increasing gradually. Okay, if it is increasing gradually, then it will be a problem of difference type. Okay, and if it is increasing rapidly, it will be multiplication or maybe square or cube. Okay, so if it is decreasing, then it will be, if it is decreasing slowly, means all the succeeding terms are decreasing slowly, then it will be difference problem. And if it is decreasing very rapidly, then division may be there. Okay, so first we need to see what type of series we have been given, then we have to apply the logic. So in this series, so first we will write all the terms like 16, 22, 30, 45, 52 and 66. So if you see here, it is increasing from 52 to 66, 45 to 52. So it is increasing gradually. Okay, so it will be of difference type. Now what we will do, we will find the difference between two consecutive terms. So if we see 16 and 22, so 16 plus 6, so 6 will be added, then we will get 22. And then if we see 22 and 30, then here we are getting plus 8, right? Now from 30 to 45 we are getting a difference of plus 15. So here something may be problem. So if we see 45 to 62, then it is only plus 7, and 52 to 66 it is plus 14. Okay, plus 14. So if we see the difference here is 6, 8. So if the difference would have been here 10, then our difference would have been increasing by 2, like 6, 8, then it should be plus 10, then plus 12, and then plus 14. So these two differences are not suitable as per our logic. So there may be some problem in this term. So first what we will do, we will try to find the term as per our logic at the place 45. So if we apply our logic, then 30 plus 10, it should have been 30 plus 10, that is 40. And if we add 12 as per our logic to 40, we will get 52. So plus 12, so we are getting 52, then plus 14 we are getting 66. So the wrong term is 45. Okay, so 45 should be our answer. And what is the logic here? If we see the pattern, so pattern we are getting, see, increase, all the terms are increasing. First term is plus 2, plus 4, plus 6, sorry, it is starting from plus 6 only, then plus 2, plus 4 we are getting, plus 6, plus 8, plus 10, plus 12 and plus 14, right? So this is the correct pattern. Now we will discuss next problem. See, in this problem the terms given are 125, 126, 124, 127, 127. Then next term is 123 and 129. So if we see here, first it is increasing, then decreasing, then again increasing, then decreasing. So it should be increasing as well as decreasing, okay? And the terms are not increasing rapidly, so it must be a problem of difference. So what we will do, we will find the difference between consecutive terms. So from 125 to 126 we see that it is increasing by +1, right? From 126 to 124 now it is getting reduced by 2, -2, difference is -2. And next term if we see, it is again increasing by 3, so it is +3, and then it is decreasing by 4, right? So next what see, if we see, first one is +1, -2, +3, -4. So difference are 1, 2, 3, 4, but sign is changing, okay, between different consecutive terms. So alternate, first is plus, then it is minus, then plus, then minus. So next would be +5, right? So 123 plus 5. So if instead of 129 it would have been 128. So our correct term would be 128 in place of 129 as per our logic. So our wrong one term is 129, that is option D. So what is the pattern here? If we talk of the pattern, we are getting, see, the correct pattern is +1, -2, +3, -4, +5. Okay, so this is the correct pattern and the wrong term is 129. We will discuss next problem. See, here the terms are 380, 188, 92, 48, 20, 8 and 2, right? So if you see here, see what we notice, that the terms are reducing rapidly, okay? So here if we see 380 divided by 2, if we divide 380 by 2 we are getting 190, okay? So approximately it is getting half. Again if we see 188 divided by 2, that is 94. So again it is approximately half. Here also if we see, it is getting 92, so approximately 45, 46, okay? So here our terms are getting reduced or getting divided by 2. So if we divide 380 by 2, so first we divide by 2, okay, then we are getting 190, and if we subtract 2, then we will get 188. So from 188 to 92, again if we divide, we are getting 94, and -2, then we will get 92, okay? So from 92, if we divide 92 by 2, we will get 46, and then if we subtract 2, we should have got 44. So our wrong term should be 48, okay? It is should be 44. Correct term should have been 44, but we will check the next term as per our logic. So if we divide 44 by 2, then we are getting 22 minus 2, that is 20. So it is correct only. So divided by 2 minus 2. Then from 20 to 8, if we divide 20 by 2, we are getting 10. And then if we subtract 2, we will get 8. So here also our logic is suitable. So divided by 2, then we are subtracting 2. And from 8 to 2, what we are doing, again we will divide by 2 and then subtract 2. So our logic should be, each term should be equal to, so what is the pattern here? Each term will be equal to previous term divided by 2, previous term divided by 2, and then we have to subtract 2 from this. Okay, so which one is the wrong term? That is 48 is the wrong term, so our answer will be option number C. We will discuss the next problem. See, here the numbers given are 2, 5, 10, 50, 500, and then 5000. Okay, so if we see here, the terms are increasing very rapidly, so it must be a multiplication type problem. Okay, so if we see here all the terms 2, 5, then if we see 10, then it must be multiple of 2 and 5. Product of 2 and 5 is 10. So again we will check, this is 2 into 5, right? If we say 50, then again here it is 10 into 5, 5 into 10. Again if we see the term 500, it is product of 10 and 50. So 10 into 50, we are getting 500. Next term is 5000, right? This is 5000, but if we multiply 50 into 500, 50 and 500, then it must be equal to, so this is the doubt term, so we will encircle here. As per our logic, if we multiply 50 into 500, it must be equal to 25,000. So the correct term must be 25,000. So our wrong term is 5,000. So our answer will be option number D. So we can write the pattern here. What is the pattern? So we can say that each term is equal to product of two preceding terms. Product of two preceding terms, right? Two preceding terms. But if we see the first and second term, our logic will not apply here because there are not two terms. Okay, so we have to write except first two terms. Except first two terms. Okay, so here our logic will not apply. Now we will discuss next problem. See, the numbers given are 3, 7, 15, 39, 63, 255 and 511. Okay, if we see here, the numbers are increasing rapidly. Okay, see, from 3 to 7, then 7 to 15, 15 to 39. So this series must be of product type. Okay, so if we see here, what is the difference between these two? It is plus 4. Then here next difference is 7 plus 8, 15, and then 15 plus 14, 39. So difference will not be applicable here. If we multiply the first term by 2, so into 2, then how we can get 7? If we add 1, so in plus 1. In the next term, if we multiply 7 by 2, so 7 into 2, 14, and if we add 1, we are getting 15. Same logic if we apply here, 15 into 2, so it must be equal to 30 plus 1, that is 31. Okay, so this is our doubt term, so we will circle it out. Then we will see from the last whether our logic is okay or not. So if we multiply 255 by 2, we are getting 510, and then if we add 1, we will get 511, right? So our logic is suitable for the last two terms. If we see 63 and 255, okay, 60, sorry, we have missed out one term, that is 127 we have missed out. So here we will write that term 63 and 127. So it is 63, then next term is 127 and next term is 255. So if we apply here the same logic, that is 127 multiplied by 2, we are getting 254, and if we add 1 into that, we will get 255. So here also same logic is applied, and if we apply that logic to 63 and 127, so if we multiply 63 by 2, we are getting 126 plus 1, so it will be 127. So 39 must be the wrong term. So what will be the correct term? It must be 15 into 2, 30 plus 1, 31. So 31 must be the correct term, and if we multiply 31 by 2, we will get 62 plus 1, 63. So here the same logic will be applied into 2 plus 1. So the wrong term must be equal to 39. So option number B is the correct. What is the logic that we have applied here? The pattern is each term equal to previous term multiplied by 2, previous term multiplied by 2, then we need to add 1. Okay, we will discuss the next problem. See here the series given as 3 2 8 9, 3 2 8 9, 13 22 18 32 23 and 42, right? If we see here, first it is decreasing, then it is increasing, so it is a mixed type of problem. So what we will do, we will see the alternate terms, whether any logic can be applied here. So we will see these two terms, then we will compare these two terms, and alternate terms we will compare. So as we can see, all the terms are not increasing rapidly, so it must be a different type of problem. Okay, so we will try to find the difference between alternate terms. If we see 3 and 8, so in 3 when we add 5 we will get 8. Again if we add 5 to 8 we will get 13, and if we add 5 to 13 we are getting 18. So next term will be 23. So all terms of this series we can say series 1, right? There are two series, so this is series 1. So pattern we will write of series 1, pattern for series 1, each term is equal to previous term plus 5, each term equal to previous term plus 5, previous term plus 5. Now if we see the next series, because it is a combination of two series, so it is our series 2, series 2. So if we see here from 2 to 9, so plus 7 here, difference is 7, then 9 to 22 here, difference is 13. If we see 22 to 32, then difference is 10 here, plus 10, and from 32 to 42 again difference is 10 here. Okay, so the difference here it is different, and here also it is different. If the difference would have been 10, what will be the in place of 9? So if we add 10 to 2 we are getting 12 here, right? So if in place of 12 9 it would have been 12, then our difference this would have been plus 10, and again this 12 plus 10 22, so this difference would also have been plus 10. So for the second series we can write the pattern series 2, each term is equal to previous term plus 10, each term equal to previous term plus 10. So the wrong term is 9. Our answer will be option number B. We will discuss the next problem. See 5 27, 61, 122, 213, 340, and then 509. Okay. Now if we see here again, the terms are increasing very rapidly. So either it is product type or power, some power. Okay. So if we see 27, it is power of 3 raised to the power 3, right? If we see 61, it is nearby 4 to the power 3. But 4 to the power 3, what we will subtract from 4 to the power 3, then we will get 61. So we need to subtract 3, right? If we see 122, it is again near to 5 raised to the power 3, that is 5 cube. So 5 cube is 125. Again, if we subtract 3 here, we are getting 122. And if we see 213, it is 6 raised to the power 3. So 6 raised to the power 3 is 269. And if we subtract 3 from this, we are getting 213. So we can see that the pattern here is 4 cube minus 3, 5 cube minus 3, 6 cube minus 3, and then this should be 7 cube minus 3, right? And this should be equal to 8 cube minus 3. 8 cube is 512, and if we subtract 3, we will get 509. So here it is only 3 raised to the power 3, and if we see 5, so it is again 2 raised to the power 3 minus 3. So this is 5. So our doubt term is this 27 is a doubt term. Okay. So here our logic is not getting fit. So what is the pattern here? If we see here, the pattern is 2 raised to the power 3 minus 3, then 3 raised to the power 3 minus 3, 4 raised to the power 3 minus 3, 5 raised to the power 3 minus 3, okay, 6 raised to the power 3 minus 3. So this is a pattern we are getting. So our incorrect term, that is wrong term, is 27. So option number A is the correct answer. We will discuss the next problem. See, in this problem, if we see what is given here, some terms are given and two terms are within the bracket. So here if we see 66 and 127, these two terms are within the bracket. So 3, 10, 29, 66, 127 and 218. So these two terms are doubt terms, other two terms are correct. Other four terms that is given, these terms are correct. So we have to find a logic which will be suitable for all the correct terms, and then we need to check whether these bracketed terms are as per our logic or not. If that is not as per our logic, then that term must be incorrect. Okay. So we have to select option A if both the bracketed terms are right. We have to select option number B if the first bracketed term is right and second is wrong. We have to select option number C if the first bracketed term is wrong and second one is right. And we have to select option number D if both the bracketed terms are wrong. Okay. So first we will find a logic that will be suitable for all the correct terms. So none bracketed terms are correct. Okay. So if we see here, see 218. So it is nearby 6 raised to the power 3, that is 216. So if we add 2 to this, then we are getting 218. Then next correct term is 29. If we apply the same logic, so this must be equal to 3 raised to the power 3 plus 2. If we apply the same logic to 10, 2 raised to the power 3 plus 2, and here if we apply the same logic to 3, we are getting 1 raised to the power 3 plus 2. Okay. So correct pattern is pattern. So as per our pattern, it is 1 raised to the power 3 plus 2, 2 raised to the power 3 plus 2, 3 raised to the power 3 plus 2, 4 raised to the power 3 plus 2, and so on, right? So if we see as per our logic, So at this place it should have been 4 raised to the power 3 plus 2, that is equal to 66. So 66 is correct, right? This one is correct term. Then we will take 127. If we take 5 raised to the power 3 plus 2, so it will be equal to 125 plus 2, that is 127. So again our 127 term is correct. Okay, so all the bracketed terms are correct, so our correct option will be option number A. Now we will discuss the next problem. See, the terms here are 2, 3, 6. 6 is the bracketed term, then 11, 18, 30 and 38. Okay, so all these terms, we have to find the logic for the non-bracketed term. Okay, then we will check whether the bracketed terms are as per our logic or not. So if we see what will be the pattern here, we can see here the difference. The terms are not increasing very rapidly, so it must be different type problem, right? So what is the difference between 2 and 3? It is 1. Then difference between 11 and 18, it is plus 7. Okay, so next if we find the difference between 3 and 6, it is plus 3. Then 6 and 5, it is 6 and 11, it is plus 5. So we can see it is plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, and what would have been here plus 9, then it should be plus 11, right? So if we add 11 plus 9, that is 20 to 18, so we will get 38. Okay, so if we add 9 to 18, we should get 27. So this term is not correct. 30 is not correct. It should have been 27. It should have been 27. 18 plus 9, 27. Then if we add 11 to 27, then we will get 38, right? If we add 11 here, we should have got 38, right? So 30 is incorrect while 6 is correct. So our option will be option number. Our option is, because both first one is correct but second bracketed term is wrong, so option number B is the correct option. And what is the pattern here? If we see the pattern, so here the pattern is plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 and plus 11. So 6 is correct but 30 is wrong. Okay, now we will discuss the next problem. See, here the terms are 2, 5, 12, 25, 41 and 61. So here doubt terms are 2 and 12. So we will try to find the logic with from the terms which are correct, right? So if we see on the right side, a difference here is plus 20. Okay, because terms are not increasing very rapidly, so first we will try to see whether it is a difference type or not. Okay, so first we will try to find the difference between the consecutive terms. So if we add 20 to 41, we will get 61. Then difference between 41 and 25, it is 15, sorry 16. Okay, so 16, 20. Then if this difference would have been plus 12, okay, it would have been 12 means 13. So if it is 13, then we will add 12. Then again if we add 12 to 5, okay, if we add, sorry, 8 plus 8 plus 12 plus 16 plus 20, if we add 8 we are getting 13. And if we subtract 4 from 5, okay, if we subtract 4 from 5, it should have been 1. So plus 4, and here, so our it is wrong term and this one is also wrong. If we see, our correct term would have been 1 here, and 13 here. Okay, so correct terms are 1 and 13. So both the options 2 and 12, both these bracketed terms are wrong. So our correct option will be option number D. Okay, so option number D is the correct option. And what is the pattern here that is applied here? Pattern is plus 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 16 plus 20. Okay, so like this we will get all the consecutive terms. Okay friends, so this is how we solve the problems of number series. First we need to identify the type of series, then we need to apply the logic. Okay friends.